All right, today we're going to do lesson 4-2, estimating quotients. All right, like we talked about yesterday, a quotient means the answer in a division problem. So we're going to be estimating with division today. Okay, the difference between estimating in division and estimating with multiplication or adding is that when you estimate in division, a lot of times you are not rounding. So rounding isn't really a huge part of this. Instead, we're going to use compatible numbers, okay? And if you remember from our past math lessons, a compatible number is the two numbers that kind of go together. Yesterday, we talked about basic math facts and fact families when we were trying to divide by multiples of 10. So you're kind of thinking about the same things when we do our lesson today, okay? The example I'm going to give you is 117 divided by 6, okay? And if I asked you to estimate, what would you do? All right, think about it for a second. If I asked you, estimate 117 divided by 6, would you know what to do? What I would say is, look at, just like we did yesterday, these numbers in isolation, okay? 11 and 6. Now, this is not a fact family that we know, right? 6 does not go into 11 evenly. But you can think what number close to 11 would divide by 6 evenly, okay? 12 is close to 11, right? And then we have a 7 here, so that means it's a 3-digit number. We have to make this a 3-digit number by adding a 0, okay? Think about our lesson that we did yesterday. Could I divide 120 by 6 mentally? And you could, right? 12 divided by 6 is 2. There's 1 0 added at the end. So if I was going to estimate 117 divided by 6, my answer would be about 20. Okay? So that's how we use compatible numbers to do a little bit of estimating with division. Say you have 231 divided by 7. Okay? Again, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to look at part of each number. We've got 23 and we've got 7. What number closest to 23 can evenly be divided by 7? I think probably 21 is the closest number that can evenly be divided by 7. But again, it's a 3-digit number, so you have to add your 0. 210 divided by 7. Look at your 21 and 7. 21 divided by 7 is 3, and then you have 1 0 there, so you add 1 0 here. So 231 divided by 7 is going to be about 30. Okay, hopefully that made sense to you. We're going to try just one or two from the book, just again to make sure that you get it. Let's see, if you look at number 2 here, all right, if you have 444 divided by 8, you're going to look at the first 2 digits and then the number that you're dividing by, the divisor. 44 and 8. What's the number closest to 44 that will evenly be divided by 8? All right, you should think about that for a second. The number 40 should pop into your head, right? 40. But again, you've got another digit here, so you have to make it 3 digits also. 400 divided by 8. And now think about your fact. 40 divided by 8 is 5. There's 1 0 at the end, so we'll put 1 0 at the end here. Okay, so my answer here will be 50. Let's look at number 3. We have 640 divided by 6. So we're going to look at the 64 and the 6. The number closest to 64 that we can divide by, 66, and then there's another digit, so we add a 0. 660 divided by 6. 66 divided by 6 is 11, and then 1 0 at the end. Okay? And one more example would be the 297 divided by 3, number 6 here, 29 and 3. The number closest to 29 that we can divide by 3 evenly, what is it? It's 27, okay? 1 digit at the end, so it has to be a 3-digit number. 270 divided by 3. 27 divided by 3 is 9, 0 at the end, so 90 is our answer, is our estimate, okay? You guys are going to try some of these problems on your own. All right, for numbers 11 through 22, it tells you to use rounding. The only reason that you can use rounding for those problems is because the people who made this book kind of made them so that they would end up with compatible numbers. Most of the time, you're not going to use rounding, okay? You're going to be using compatible numbers. So for your classwork today, I want you to do page 94, okay? And you're going to just have some time to work on starting with the number 11. Just go as far as you can. 34 is the last one on the page, but I don't expect you're going to get that far. I just want you to be able to use compatible numbers and basic facts to try to divide, all right? And don't forget to add on your zeros at the end. Good luck, and I'll be back tomorrow to answer any questions.